Okay, so ito na yung ating financial statements, no. So dito guys, yung medyo konti lang to kasi ang formula lang sa service business, no, or yung formula lang pagdating sa ating income statement sa service business is napaka ano lang, no, napakaiksi lang, no. Total revenues, no, total revenues less total expenses lang tayo dito, no. So bali ang tawag dito sa ganitong type na income statement guys is a single step, no, income statement, no. While yung dun sa merchandising na ginawa natin last time, ang tawag dun is a multi-step, no, income statement kasi kasi pinuha pa natin yung net sales, di ba? Napakaraming step na ginawa doon sa ating merchandising business. Dito kasi single step lang, no, kasi panuka mo yung total revenues at total expenses, ipapagdeduct mo lang sila para makuha mo yung profit, no. So single step, no, single step income statement ang tawag dito. Yun doon sa merchandising business, multi-step income statement. Okay, so dito ganoon lang naman siya, no. Kunin mo yung total revenues. So since isa lang naman yung ating revenue account, which is yung consulting revenues, so plot na natin siya dito, no. May amount siya ng 62,000 pesos, while yung ating total expenses meron siyang amount na 51,250, no? So deduct lang natin silang dalawa to get the 10,750, no? So dapat itong profit na nakalagay dito sa ating income statement, sa ating financial statements is dapat tugma dito sa ating worksheet, di ba? So yung ating nakalagay na profit sa ating worksheet is worth 10,000, no, 750. So tugma siya guys. Okay, so bali ito yung unang-una natin ginagawa sa ating financial statements, no, yung ating income statement. So after natin magawa yung ating income statement, next naman ngayon natin is yung statement of changes in equity. So ano nga ba yung changes of equity ulit? Syempre ito yung pagbabago do sa capital ni owner, di ba? So ang pinakauna dito guys na account is yung TRIA Capital, no, o yung kanyang initial investment, no, on January 1. So on January 1, syempre may 150,000 siyang initial investment. Tapos since nagkaroon ng profit si business, which is 10,750 pesos, i-add natin ngayon siya dito, no. Pero kapag loss yan guys, i-deduct natin siya sa ating initial investment, no, with a total of 160,750 na pesos. Tapos i-less natin yung kanyang withdrawals, no. 'Di ba si Tria, no, or si Evelyn Tria is nag-withdraw siya ng worth 10,000 pesos, no, for personal use, no. So bali i-deduct natin yun sa kanyang capital. So ang kanyang capital as of January 31, 2021 is worth 150,750 pesos, no. So ito yung kanyang changes, statement of changes in equity, no. Okay, so next naman ngayon natin guys, or yung ating pangatlong components of financial statements is yung statement of financial position, no. So nakita nyo yung connected guys, no, connected sila, no. So pinakauna kasi income statement, then makikita mo siya dito sa ating statement of changes in equity, no. And then statement of financial position. So dito again, no, i-classify nyo siya according sa kung current ba siya or non-current, no. So basically guys, ang mga current assets lang naman is yung within the operating cycle na nako-convert, no, yung asset na yan. Tulad itong cash, yan, convertible yan within, no, 12 months, no. At saka yung ating accounts receivable. Office furniture naman or yung mga PPE is classified as non-current assets naman sila, no, kasi useful sila pwede mo silang gamitin, no, mahigit sa isang taon, no. Kaya nila pwede mo silang magamit kahit sa masusunod na taon or kahit 5 years pa, gano'n. So non-current assets sila guys, no. So dito under current assets natin, nandito yung ating cash at saka yung ating accounts receivable, no. So total current assets 90,250, no? While yung ating non-current assets naman, no, nandito yung ating office furniture 34,000 pesos less. So ito na siya, no, niless na natin yung 250 accumulated depreciation, no? Kasi contra account na yung mga accumulated depreciation or contra PPE sila or contra asset, no? So ang tawag dito sa amount na to guys, yung 33,750, ang tawag dyan guys is carrying amount, no? Carrying amount of office furniture. Basta kapag yung face amount na ating office furniture niless mo yung accumulated depreciation, ang magiging total na nun is carrying amount, no? Carrying amount. So tandaan nyo yun guys. Next is yung ating office equipment. Ayan, meron siyang face value of 94,500 and may accumulated depreciation siya na office equipment 1,250. So bali ang carrying amount niya as of January 31, 2021 is 93,250. So total natin tong non-current assets para makuha natin yung total non-current assets na 127,000 pesos, no? So after nyan guys, total natin yung total current assets at saka total non-current assets to get the total assets, no? So dito may total assets tayo na 217,250. Next naman ganun din sa ating liabilities, no? So since wala tayong ibang liabilities and lahat naman sila is expected to be payable, no? Or to be settled within, no, the operating cycle, nasa current liabilities sila, di ba? So yan, yun yung ating current liabilities. Total natin sila para makuha natin yung ating total liabilities na 66,500 pesos. Okay. And then yung kung mapansin nyo dito guys, no, yung ating Tria Capital na account, ano na siya, no, included na yung ating drawings at saka yung profit, di ba? So ito siya. Saan na yun? Ito 150,750, no? So yan na dapat yung capital na magre-reflect dito sa ating financial position, no? Yan, 150,750. So kapag tinotal mo yung ating total liabilities at total equity, no, ilang balance dapat siya dito sa ating total asset. So dito balance naman siya, di ba? So tama yung ating financial position. Okay, next yung ating statement of cash flows. So sabi ko nga sa inyo guys, no, yung technique lang dito sa ating statement of cash flows is magbe-base ka doon sa ledger ng cash account, di ba? Cash account. Tapos i-classified mo lang siya kung anong activities siya, no, belong, di ba? So dito sa ating statement of cash flows, meron tayong cash received from clients, no. So naka-note 1 siya dahil mamaya sa notes to financial statements ipapakita natin itong kung paano nag-arrive sa ating 40,000. Next is yung cash payments, no, to employees, di ba? So worth 32,500, no? So itong cash received guys, isa siyang cash inflows, no, meaning pumasok sa entity, no, or nagkaroon ng cash si entity, no, cash inflows. Ito naman mga nakapula na to, cash payments, cash payments to employees, cash payments for rent, cash payments for utilities, cash outflows siya, no, meaning naglabas sa entity ng pera or nagbayad siya ng kanyang mga expenditures, no. Okay. So ito yung mga included sa ating operating activities. So after mong makuha yung mga balances nila, no, total mo ngayon sila kung ano yung balance nila. So dito sa ating operating activities nagkaroon tayo ng negative, no, 4,750. So may negative tayo na 4,750 pesos sa ating operating activities. Next naman is yung ating cash flows from investing. So investing basically ito lang yung mga acquisition ng office equipment, yan, bonds, ano siya pala, sa higher year nyo pa siya matatalakay, pero yung bonds pala is ano siya, under siya ng financing, no. Yan. So, sa investing, mga pag-i-invest no, ng long term, no, katulad niyan, office furniture, no, office equipment, so classified siya as investing activities. So, since ano siya, no, in-acquired siya ni entity, ano siya, cash outflows siya, di ba? Kayo nakalagay dito sa ating statement of cash flows is payments to acquire office furniture, no? Tsaka payments to acquire office equipment, no? So yan, 30,000 for office furniture and 37,000 for office equipment, with a total of negative 67,000 pesos, di ba? So next is yung ating cash flows from financing activities, no? So financing activities, syempre relate to sa investment ni owner. Yung investment ni owner, guys, is hindi siya classified as investing activities, no? It is classified as a financing activities. Pati yung mga borrowed sa funds, no? Yan, bonds payable, yun nga, bonds, yung nabanggit ko kanina, ano yun, financing yun, no? Financing. Yung pag nag-borrowed, pag mga borrowed, guys, yun nga, financing siya. Pero pag nag-invest ka sa bank, hindi yun financing, no? Under yun na investing activities. Okay. So dito sa under ng financing activities natin, nandito yung ating cash investment by owner, which is an inflow, no? An inflow transaction, no? So 150,000 pesos, and cash withdrawal, an outflow, no? Worth 10,000 pesos. So meron tayong total net cash provided by or used in financing activities of 140,000 pesos. So dito positive siya, no, kasi mas mataas yung ating cash outflow, no, kaya sa ating cash inflow under financing activities. So total mo ngayon tong mga to get the, no, net increase or decrease in cash, no, during the year or during the period yan. So meron tayong positive, no, 68,250. And then kung meron tayong beginning balance, i-add natin siya dito sa ating net increase or decrease in cash, di ba? So since bago pa lang, no, or first month of operation pa lang si entity, wala pa siyang beginning balance of cash, di ba? So ang magiging ending balance na ngayon natin is worth 68,250, no? So dapat ito siya, guys, no, balance siya dito sa ating statement of financial position, yung cash na nakalagay dito, 68,250. Okay, so dapat ito siya, no, balance siya dito. Okay, so next na ngayon natin is yung notes to financial statements. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, guys, na naglagay ako ng note 1, note 2, note 3, note 4 dito, no? So bali nandito siya. Ito na yung magiging elaborated information natin. So yung note 1, bakit nga ba siya nag-arrive dito, or paano nga ba siya nag-arrive sa 40,000, no, amount na cash received from clients? So ito siya. On January 7 daw, no, nagkaroon ng cash sales, di ba? Worth 15,000. Tapos nagkaroon naman ng collection noong January 15 worth 7,000, and nagkaroon ulit ng cash sales noong January 21 worth 12,000, and nagkaroon ng collection on credit client on January 25 worth 6,000, no, with a total of 40,000 pesos. So yan yung kung bakit nag-arrive yung ating cash received from clients to 40,000 pesos, no. Next naman is yung ating utilities, di ba? So 4,750, no. Actually ano lang siya, dalawa, 2 transactions lang siya, from January 29 telephone bill and from January 30 electric bill, di ba? So ito siya, 4,750 pesos. Next is yung office furniture na 30,000. So hindi naman kasi lahat talaga yung binayaran, di ba? Nag-ano lang, yung una lang yung binayaran, yung unang acquisition lang yung binayaran ng full payment, bali yung pangalawa kasi partial payment lang siya, di ba? So yan. So on January 5 acquisition on cash, no, ito yung full payment, no, 26,000 pesos, and partial payment naman no January 27 worth 4,000. So bali 30,000 pesos. Itong cash ito Ito pala yun, dito pala yun. So, notes to financial statement na pala tayo. Tapos, payments. Next is yung ating number 4 note. Payments to acquire office equipment no, worth 37,000. So, paano nga ba siya nag-arrive dyan? So, on January 11 daw, no, nagkaroon ng acquisition with partial payment. No? 27,500. Diba? And then, nagkaroon ulit ng partial payment on January 13. No? With an amount of 9,500. No? Then, kapag tinotal mo yun 37,000 pesos. So, ayun sila. No? 37,000 pesos. Okay.